let's get started. If you are here watching this, thank you. There is an extra clip at the end of this video. Today we will be threading the upper tension and needle, then we will do a sewing test. Yeah, thanks for being here, and we're here to have fun and learn. So yeah, you're all welcome. Stay safe, have fun, and enjoy this little video, this little film. We're here with Coal, C-O-A-L, and coal is shiny with this beautiful finish. What I did notice is that there are a few, not many, areas where there is a little paint chip. Further inspection revealed some paint chips that had been repainted over. Somebody took care of this machine. The paint is very good, but so far the decals are excellent. And what I did notice about the Singer calls this the balance wheel. Most humans call it the hand wheel. And what I did notice about it is that there's not any chips, and there's not even any repainted chips. Like it never had chips in the first place. And hand wheels are famous for getting chips in their paint because of the lovely sewing lady's rings. But first thing is to get the needle in, so we'll get going with that. And I'm really excited, I'm really enjoying this. It's great to have a new member of the family, you know. We're here with Coal. We have the all-purpose or multi-purpose or zigzag foot on, and we've got some white thread, and we've already seen that our white thread is on the top, but we're gonna get the needle in. Now the needle, as we've discussed before, it's threaded front to back. And on one side of the needle, there's a groove, right there, that side. So the groove has to face the sewer. The groove has to face me. So the thread is gonna go in that hole, that way, and and you know how else you know that it's right? Because the back of the needle has a flat face, a flat aspect. And that's the only way that needle will fit in there. So if you fit the needle in correctly, that front part with the groove, the entire length, it will be in the right place. That gives me more room putting that down. Okay, and I will call that right and tighten it there. And then you and I will check it out. By zooming in. So that's what we got now. So the foot is in, and now we're going to go up top, and we're going to thread. We're going to go up top, and we're going to thread the machine. I'm tempted to thread the needle right now, but we haven't threaded the rest of the machine yet. So we'll come back and do it again. And here, I'll put that up for now because we're not sewing. Look at that, I got it in. You know, so I almost have to take the foot off so that I can put this in from behind. But let me see. Can I just line it up, hand bomb it? No, it's a little more, like from the other side, it's definitely done by feel. There, it's in. There. You know what? Everybody does their part here. You guys are doing a good job. Me too. I had my little bit of fun there. What I'm going to show you now is I'm going to thread it from the spool to the top threading guide. This upper thread guide is really interesting. I'm just putting this, adding this clip to the film, and I just want to get rid of that. So what I want to show you is I want to use my fingers and thumbs to put that thread in there without blocking your view. So I'm going to try, and I know I can do it because I practiced. There. Let me see if you saw. Finally, it worked. You know, talk about great victories and small mercies. Anyway, I really enjoyed that. Learning how to conquer that little issue. Okay, good job. We're going to go down and check out the needle tension device now. And I'll just zoom. So we come down from that upper thread guide, and you can see the thread going between these two discs. And the other thing I want to mention is that the presser foot is in the upward position. Where's my presser? There. My presser foot is in the upward position, so the tension is released on the discs, and I'm able to pull the thread through the discs in order to thread it. If the presser foot was down, then the pin would come off the beehive spring, and the beehive spring would push the discs together and tighten on the thread, and I would not be able to move the thread, slide it through the discs. It may break or something else. So I bring it up the bottom. Oops, I just undid everything. How did I do that? You know, at some point I'm going to have to hold that spool of thread to get some tension. But anyway, we're having fun, so let's get it in. The other thing I want to point out, which is really important, is that there's a disc there and there's a disc there. And that middle disc is flat. And that is because there's two spools on the top. So this machine will stitch with a double needle. So that's where the other thread would go if we were doing the double needle thing. But because we're just a single needle, I'm in the habit of putting it on the disc that's closest to the body. So that's what I've done there. Now I'm going to pull it up, and I have to get it to get the thread to come up to this thing, this check spring, right? And it has to go, can you see it right there, the end of the spring, right by the thread? So that's what we want to do. So what we'll do is we'll hold onto the thread up top so it can't move, like slide through. And then we'll bring it up here, there. Did you see that? And then we got to go down here and bring it up like that. Now we're going up to the loop on the pickup lever, and that's really simple. So I hope this is all making sense, and it is for me, and I'm really this is a great refresher. I'm learning a lot, man. Okay, enough fun and games. So this is another retake. Last time I did everything right except one thing, and it ended up that the thread was not under this thread guide like it should have been. So I'll just quickly go through it. Got it in between the discs there, pull it up, and then I bring it over here and I pull it forward to go beyond that there. Pulled it forward, now we got the spring there. Now it goes under the thread guide like I did last time, but I've got to make sure it stays, in there. It slipped out last time when I didn't notice, when I got down below, so it showed me putting it in there correctly, but then bunged up there. And then from here it's very straightforward and simple because we put it in that hoop, and then we go down to the needle, and there we go. So there, that's covered correctly. Y'all are, we all is. Anyway, I'm gonna try a one-off and see if I can get lucky, because I've got a really good angle on this. But there are a lot of variables that come into play nonetheless. Fair enough. On that basis, I'll try it again. And you can see that it's nosing up against the hole. Well, I'll be a son of a gun. You guys are my witnesses. Well, you look at that. Wow. There it is. Front to back, fingers only. I'm going to put the presser foot down for a minute because I want some tension. Oopsie daisy. And then I just want to snip that little bit of thread off, about 3 or 4 inches. So now I'm going to raise the presser foot, move the sunbrella out of the way, and we're going to, no, I don't. We don't want the pressure on. We want the pressure released, and slowly turning the hand wheel, and the thread down below is red. Okay, I lied, it's black or green. And then I have to hold on to the thread. I want to get a stitch started and see if the thread breaks or not. So, pressure foot down, Let's go. Stand by. Watch the needle. It's not working. It's not working. But we stitched. So we'll just snip some thread. Look how much fun we're already having. Now, so I'm just doing a little bit of pinning on this piece of cloth. This is not for my curtain or my project or anything. This is just practice. I was kind of checking out the stitching that I did on that other little piece where I didn't think it was all that good. And what well, first of all, I'm not really conversant or you know, I'm not a sewer. I am now. I'm learning. But I just do it, you know, this is what I don't know what other sewers and restorers want, so I figure I'll just start making some films and see what clicks and what doesn't, but give it time, you know. I mean, it's not like a 90-day project. It's probably more like a 9-year project. So that's the last pin going in there now. And like I pointed out, I've got the stitch length set on what I think is the largest setting. I better bury that needle. Oh well. So there's our needle and bobbin thread, white needle, dark bobbin, and I got to get it. I just want to get it started. I may have to adjust those other needles a little bit. Oopsie daisy. Okay, the needle is centered. It's supposed to be straight stitch. We've got a thing in there. All the levers are down. I've got to what? Hang on to the thread till it gets started. Whoopsie daisy. Good, we're started. I'm at 1 2 here and there right now. There. That was a back tack. Cool. Like it just pulls it right along. Wow. This is really good, man. I get this. This is a lot. This is really decent. Yes. Okay, there's the needle. There's the threads. Got about 4 inches there. Okay, so let's check this out now. Now, you got to understand, I do not know how to sew. And this is one of my first sewing adventures. Hope I didn't mess it up. Geez, I didn't even put the big light on. I'm so distracted by the joy of sewing. Sorry, you guys. Oh, this is smooth, man. Oh, man, lady, kid, you, it, they, whatever, Martian. This is beautiful. I like this. And now I'm going to do my little back stitch. Cool. Now I'm going to pull up the presser, leave the needle down, and just pivot the material like that. Okay, there's the needle. There's the threads. Got about 4 inches there. Okay, so let's check this out now. So I'm assuming that's the bottom. And that's the largest stitch. You know, that's where I kind of went off the map and I got back on track. That's where I did the reverse stitch there. I'm just going to keep playing and maybe adjust the bobbin case tension next time. See if I can maybe tighten it a smidgen. But I'll be looking in the instruction manual because maybe it explains in there when you do have a stitch that isn't properly, like half and half properly balanced. But you know, it's really cool. I know most of you have our sewers or even the restorers sometimes have to sew too. But yeah, I'm going to keep playing with this tonight. And I just wanted to show you what my results are. And this is the extra little clip. See what we got. Well, there's a lot of black there. So I'm assuming that's the bottom. And that's the largest stitch. You know, that's where I kind of went off the map and I got back on track. That's where I did the reverse stitch there. So let's take a look at the top. Or is this the top? Yeah, it was, because I had the pins in this side and I went that way. So it's not bad. We see a little black still. So I'm just going to keep playing and maybe adjust the bobbin case tension next time. See if I can maybe tighten it a smidgen. But I'll be looking in the instruction manual because maybe it explains in there when you do have a stitch that isn't properly, like half and half properly balanced. But you know, it's really cool. I know most of you have our sewers or even the restorers sometimes have to sew too. But yeah, I'm going to keep playing with this tonight. And I just wanted to show you what my results are. And this is the extra little clip. So I hope you enjoyed this. I sure did. Okay, so this is what I want to show you guys and gals. And we're just going to do a little snip. I got these two, so I'm just doing a little bit of pinning on this piece of cloth. This is not for my curtain or my project or anything. This is just practice. I was kind of checking out the stitching that I did on that other little piece where I didn't think it was all that good. And well, first of all, I'm not really conversant or you know, I'm not a sewer. I am now. I'm learning. But what was I going to say to you? Yeah, it may have been that I had a really fine stitch on there, and that's why it didn't feel like it was moving that much or working. So now I've got it set down to the largest stitch that it'll make, which should be about 5 or 6 stitches. I think it's set for 6 stitches per inch there. Oh no, that's a little more. Yeah, that's about 8. I should just loosen it completely again. There, that's almost all the way down. So we'll see what that does. And yeah, it is going to be a little bit of a period where I'm going to have to experiment a little to get familiar and comfortable with what I'm doing. I mean, when we go through the movies now and we ask some of the questions when we get to a certain place, you know, those questions, that curiosity, before it was because I didn't know anything, but quite often now, because I've been serving my apprenticeship here at YouTube, there's a pretty good knowledge base going on. And I don't say that, you know, it's not my intention to brag, so please don't misunderstand. But I just do it, you know, this is what I don't know what other sewers and restorers want, so I figure I'll just start making some films and see what clicks and what doesn't, but give it time, you know. I mean, it's not like a 90-day project. It's probably more like a 9-year project. But you know what? It is good fun, and You know, keeps us home at night. So that's the last pin going in there now. And like I pointed out, I've got the stitch length set on the, what I think is the largest setting. I better bury that needle. Oh well. So there's our needle and bobbin thread, white needle, dark bobbin, and I got to get it how are we doing? Are you guys still with me? Oh, it looks like it's still recording. Cool, I'm just going to move you over a little bit. There, we're still there, we're still good. There. Okay. Because it's a knee thing, I have to be able to get my chubby knees in here. So I'm glad that I can modulate it and that maybe I can go a little bit slow, especially beginning here. You know what, I'm going to move that needle over right now. Whoopsie daisy. Good, we're started. I want to thank you all for coming and viewing this video. If you made it to the end here, congratulations. This is a longer than usual little film or video, but there's some really good scenes in here, some really good information, and it all comes courtesy of wonderful Cole here, our new member of the family. So we like to have fun and we like to learn, so I hope there was a little bit of entertainment, maybe some happy moments or clips in here, and I hope this was useful to you. So once again, I do sincerely appreciate your presence here. Thank you very much. Please do stay safe. Please have fun. And for now, adios amigos. Take 4. Watch some more. Okay, here we go. I want to bring it up. There. You were able to see that slip in.